What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJP1 here. Coming to you with a little unscheduled episode here. I tell you, there's some things that I love about working from home. Then there's some things that I hate about working from home. And today's one of those days where I hate working from home. I had some system issues and spent over 2 hours on the phone with IT and never heard from anyone. So they just kind of sent me home for the day. So I'm sitting here watching Kitchen Nightmares, chilling with my cat Kermit and my dog Bullet. He's over there on the couch. So I thought I'd do a little podcast episode here. Talk about some things we got going on. I was supposed to have a episode with Nikolai Kane over the weekend. We had some technical difficulties, so that has been is going to be rescheduled for a later date, and we'll definitely get that set up. Let's see, we had a WWE PLE over the weekend. Excuse me. For those of you that watched it, what'd you guys think? I thought it was pretty good myself. I love the fact that Triple H has creative control. I love what he's doing with the product. The only thing I didn't agree with, I wasn't a fan of Nia Jax becoming Queen of the Ring, especially with that botch on Lyra Valkyrie, which if she didn't have broken ribs or something out of that, it was a miracle. Nia's just so dangerous, and she definitely needs to go back to the learning tree as far as being in the ring, because she hurts people too much. She's too unsafe. I love that Gunther won King of the Ring. I'm really hoping they give him the strap come SummerSlam. I've been waiting on him to become World Heavyweight Champion. I think he'd be amazing. I am liking Damian Priest as champion. I didn't think I would, but I'm liking it a lot more than I originally thought. But I've been waiting on Gunther to be champion for quite some time now. So hopefully they give him the strap. The main event, the WWE title match between Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes, was awesome. Despite what you may feel about Logan Paul, and I'm one of those people as a person, can't stand the guy. Can't stand him, can't stand his brother. I can't wait for Mike Tyson to knock his brother the hell out. Come their fight in July. I think it's July. Yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, but say what you want about Logan Paul. I can't stand the guy. I think he's a horrible person. He's annoying. I don't know. Just not a fan. But as a wrestler, he can go. He can go. Like, he's very entertaining. I have not seen a bad match from him yet. That training that he's been through with Shawn Michaels is top notch. I'm a fan of watching his matches. But it was really good. I was shocked, and I mean, I wasn't too shocked, obviously, because it's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes always has good matches, but Logan Paul did his thing, and I was very impressed. Since the last time I came on by myself. I didn't have the wife with me, which look out for those on Sundays. I'm going to be releasing episodes with the wife. It's going to be a regular thing. I look forward to that. But I went and had my pre-op appointment for my bariatric surgery. I have to see a pulmonologist and a cardiologist. And I was told that I only have 40% lung capacity. So it's getting kind of scary when you start hearing that kind of stuff. And you got doctors just kind of staring at you like do you realize how bad off you are, type of thing. So it was eye-opening, to say the least. I don't know, kind of taking it all in still. It's just, I don't know. It's something difficult to deal with medically. And then I got one appointment next month, and then the other one the following month, which I've already got off work for both of those, so that's good. But yeah, so it's kind of scary when someone's like, you only have 40% capacity in your lungs, and by the way, we gotta make sure your heart can handle you being on the table, and oh, by the way, we gotta make sure that you can breathe while you're on the table. If not, we're gonna have to put a trach in your throat, and then you have to have that for up to a month. So after my surgery, I could be walking around here with a trach in my throat. So that will be interesting, having an open wound and stuff in my throat and having a hole in my esophagus. But we'll see what happens. God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll still be able to get my surgery and start my new life. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at as far as that goes. Not a whole lot's new going on with me anyway. Just kind of waiting on football season to start. And I know that's still a while away. I didn't get into the UFL like I thought I would. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I gave it a shot. Like, I tried to watch, a few games, but it was bad. Like, I don't know. It was awful. And my White Sox suck ass this year, so baseball's out the question. Phillies are good. Like, my Phillies are doing all right, so that's good. But my White Sox, boy, I don't think I've ever seen them look this bad. I know I talk about them a lot, but damn, it's awful. I wish Jerry Reinsdorf would just do us all a favor and sell the fucking team. Like, honestly, he hasn't done jack shit for us. Excuse me. He hasn't done shit for the organization since taking over. Like, we had that one World Series, but that was a fluke. Like, honestly, I'll call it how it is. That was just like a once in a lightning strike. Everything aligned perfectly for that year. Because I think the next year we had exactly the same team pretty much. It couldn't do shit. Couldn't reproduce what we did. I don't know. And even since then, like, our record has been shit. Our playoffs have been crap. Like, we're not where we should be. And it's not like we haven't had the talent. We have. It's just the assholes that run the front office don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, we had Fernando Tatis Jr. Are you freaking kidding me? He's one of the best players in the league right now, and has been for the last few years. We had him, traded him. That was dumb. I mean, we have gotten some things right with the Chris Sale trade. Like, that worked out in our favor. But that's about it. And I don't know. I just feel like there better be something there that they're like building on or building with, because right now it's just not there, at least in my opinion. But that's about all I pay attention to with baseball. I really don't follow it like I used to. I can't even tell you who's good and who's not right now. Other than my teams. I know the Cubs are doing okay. Which is good. I got a lot of friends that are Cubs fans. My boy Blaine, he's a diehard Cubs fan. My boy Philly, he's a Cubs guy. I've tried. I have a weird relationship with the Cubs. I don't wish them bad, but I'm not necessarily like a fanboy, like a fan, you know? Does that make sense to anybody? My grandma was a huge Cubs fan. She passed away, 2001? But I watched a lot of Cubs games with her growing up. A lot of Cubs games. Especially in 1998 when they had the home run challenge or race. Sorry, challenge. They had the home run race going on. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. That was entertaining for everyone. So I watched a lot of games with her. My teacher at the time, I remember I was in elementary school. My teacher at the time was a Cardinals fan, and I was a White Sox fan, but I took the Cubs side in that race. I was a Sammy Sosa guy during that time, so it was a lot of fun. Him giving me crap and keeping me updated on how many McGwire had and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. But so like I never want to see them do bad. So I think it's because of my grandma. Like, I got to see them win a World Series. She never did. So that's why in 2016 when they won the series, I was super happy for them, just because there's fans out there like my grandma that had been fans for decades and all their life and never got to see it. So I was glad I was able to do that. Anybody watch NXT last night or watch the highlights? Anybody see freaking Jordan Grace show up on NXT? How badass is that? And she's going to wrestle next week. A TNA contracted wrestler is going to wrestle in a WWE event on television. Like, that is monumental. Monumental right there. I love what Triple H is doing. I love that the so-called forbidden door is being opened and he's having cross-promotion matches. Like, that's so great. Because it gives a lot of people that have not seen Jordan Grace perform get an opportunity to see her perform and see how well she does. Jordan Grace is a very, very good wrestler, and I'm excited to see her match next week. And anybody catch the debut of Ethan Page? Shocking. I had no idea that Ethan Page was showing up or was like debuting in WWE. Like, I think it's awesome. I think Ethan Page is one of those people that AEW severely mismanaged and severely misused. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go into what I think would have done well for him in AEW, but I know a lot of wrestlers are coming from AEW and they're coming to WWE and they're having impacts because WWE is actually knowing what to do with them. Like, look at Lexus King, a.k.a. Brian Pillman Jr. Ethan Page just debuted. Jade Cargill is one half of the women's tag team champions with Bianca Belair. Like, well, look at Cody Rhodes. I know Cody Rhodes was a WWE guy first, but hell, there would be no AEW if it wasn't for Cody Rhodes. Look at him now. He's the face of the freaking company. He ended the longest title reign in years. Like, the most dominant champion in a long time. So, like, who else is going to come over from AEW? Like, I was honestly hoping it would be MJF, but he's stupid and stayed there. I don't see AEW being around much longer. I really don't. Like, if you go and look at what they've done, they've spent a lot of money on underutilized talent and people that have done nothing. Like, no disrespect to them, but you paid Mark Henry and the Big Show a lot of money to come over there. What have they done? They didn't do anything. They done nothing over there. So when it came up that Mark Henry's contract was expiring, I forgot he was even still under contract with AEW because they don't do anything with him. And then you've got guys like Chris Jericho, and I hate to say this because I love me some Chris Jericho. He's been one of my top 5 all-time favorites, if not my all-time favorite, minus Bray Wyatt, of all time. But he needs to stop. He needs to hang it up and walk away. Like this, he's out of shape. His matches aren't that great anymore. He does the same old shtick over and over. He's doing nothing but tarnishing his legacy. And he needs to hang it up and walk away. Concentrate on Fozzy and all that stuff that you got going on. He's got a lot of other things going on that he can focus on other than AEW, because let's face it, his career's done. He's never going to be world champion again. They gave him the FTW title, which what the hell is that even doing? And that's another thing with AEW. How many damn championships do you need? Do any of them even matter anymore? Like, honest to God, I remember when it first started, they had like 3. Well, 4, but they had the women's. Now there's like 15. Enough is enough with all the freaking titles. You don't need that many. And then you got like Edge, and he keeps doing the feud with Christian. Like, Christian's another guy that needs to go away. There's one wrestler I've never liked. I've never got. I don't see the hype in him. I don't think he's that good. I don't think his mic skills are any good. His voice is annoying. I can't stand Christian. When he was with Edge, and they were doing the Edge and Christian tag team and feuding with the Hardys and the Dudleys and all that, that was cool. I liked him then. But once they split up, I was done with him. Like, who cares? You suck. Like, honestly, he only got the world title because Edge had to retire. I've never been a Christian fan, and I never will be. I don't understand the hype in that guy. And AEW, I was talking to Blaine the other day, and we was talking about AEW and how they can't book. They're just atrocious as a company. They used to be awesome. I used to love AEW, but it's went downhill severely. But so yeah, that's what we got going on. Anybody see any good movies or any new good TV shows lately? The wife and I have been rewatching Sons of Anarchy. Oh, such a great show. If you have not seen it, you need to. Or even if you have seen it, rewatch it. It's a classic. I have I think one episode left of Fallout. I've been enjoying that. That's really good. I seen that it got picked up for season 2, which I'm excited for. Oh, speaking of stuff getting picked up, I just seen yesterday, I think it was yesterday, yeah, where Heels, the TV show on, I think it was on Stars originally. It's about a wrestling company, a fake wrestling company. It's got Stephen Amell in it. And, oh, man, it's such a great show. If you ever want to know, kind of the ins and outs of how, independent wrestling is, I highly recommend checking that out. That show got picked up by Netflix, and it's coming to Netflix next month. So I'm excited for that. And if it's getting the first 2 seasons on Netflix, and if those do well, then there's going to be a season 3. And I am super excited to check that out. Again, I watched it when it was on because we had Stars. So I remember watching it when it was on, and then my trial for Stars ran out. So that was it. So I'm excited for Netflix to pick it up so I can rewatch it. But yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Trying to think if I've watched any cool movies lately. I really have not been watching any cool movies. I might check one out while I'm off today. I've been trying to get into true crime and stuff. I've been watching 60 Days In. You guys ever watch that show? How many of you guys out there that are listening think you could do the 60 Days In? Think you could go into jail for 60 days? I'm a former corrections officer, so I'm not gonna say if I could or if I couldn't. I don't know. I feel like it's different when you get arrested compared to when you volunteer for something like that. Because when you get arrested, obviously you don't have a choice. You're stuck there. But when you do that, you start to think in your mind when you do that 60 days in, you're like, why did I sign up for this? I always make fun of the guys that tap out super early. Obviously. Oh man, they're mowing. Okay. But I always make fun of the ones that tap out super, super early. There's one guy on season 8 that I just watched where he lasted in Gen Pop for 89 minutes. How are you going to go to Gen Pop for that little time and be I can't do it? You laid on your bunk the whole time, and then you're just oh, I can't do it. Dude, come on. or the ones that tap out while they're in the quarantine. Like, I get you're stuck in a cell, but you're just stuck in a cell. Like, you don't have to really deal with anybody except your bunkie. But, like, how are you going to sit there and be like, I can't do this. This is too much. You're in a room. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I view it. I feel like you can't really sit there and be like, oh, I can't take it. Like, we really haven't given it a shot. But I'm not the one doing the show, so I can't really say anything. I'm probably talking out of my ass. I'm excited for this new season they got coming out. There is no distress signal. There is no getting out. Once you're in, you're in. So I'm excited to see how that goes. See if that pans out for anybody. But I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. We just kind of chilled here. We had the day off together. The wife worked Saturday and Sunday. I had a 3-day weekend, so that was a lot of fun. I didn't really do jack shit, but we had a good day on Monday. I don't think we really did anything. I think we pretty much just watched Sons of Anarchy and Last Man Standing. So it was a pretty good day. I hope everybody's enjoying their week. It's Wednesday. Week's half over. It's awesome. I'm excited for the weekend. It's going to be a good weekend. We're going to get some house stuff done. Hopefully play some video games this weekend. I just read, speaking of video games, so excited. I just read that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming to Xbox Game Pass day one. Launch day. Excited. I'm excited for that. Given it's not going to be out till like October, but still, I'm excited for that. That's going to be freaking awesome. I suck at Call of Duty, but I enjoy playing it. So I'm excited for that to happen. I might try and get a Call of Duty before then, because I miss playing those games. I think I'm over the playing Madden. I haven't really went deep into a Madden game for a couple years. I just kind of here and there play them. I don't know if you guys notice, and I know some Call of Duties are kind of the same way, but this game is exactly the same every year, just an updated roster. It's stupid. I'm excited for the college football game that's coming out. NCAA football. Have not had one in 10 years. So amazing. I can't wait. Who all is going to be getting that and playing it? I know I am. I'm going to be getting that game. And I'm going to get Michigan more national titles. But I think I'm going to wrap it up for this episode. Just kind of wanted to talk about a few things, let you guys know what's going on with life and my bariatric surgery. Kind of talk about what I've been enjoying in life here lately, and just kind of have a chill day, have a chill episode with you guys. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm going to finish this episode of Kitchen Nightmares, and then I am going to try and find me a movie to watch and just enjoy the rest of my day. So I will talk to you all later. I love you all. Peace.